Yahabashim Yahshua, Barakathum, Bahashim, Rakak, Kwadash. Amen. May Yahabashim Yahushua continue to bless you, true, sincere, beloved Akim wa Akwaf today. May your walk in this truth be enduring to the end. And may Yahabashim Yahushua give the blessing, election, and protection upon you and your household. May the Lord direct you in righteousness and keep you away from all judgment, all evil, and things of this world that are not beneficial and profitable for you in life in general, and especially in this truth, man. Now I just want to say a couple of words before this lesson come out. I might get a strike for it, might not, I don't know. But if I do get a strike, I highly advise y'all, as we've said plenty of times, subscribe to my other channel, which is, let me see here, Salakia. My other channel, which is GMS, give me 1 second. GMS Amoth Ya'ais from Yahawada 144. GMS Amoth Ya'ais from Yahawada 144. And it's the same logo as this blue one, but it's red. You know, Barakatha Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, but it's white and red. And also just wanted to say to you, beloved Akim wa Akwaf, man, you know, stay locked in. You know, keep on praying, keep on fasting, keep on doing everything that you need to do to stay close to Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai. And do what's acceptable and pleasing to the Lord, man. You know, the Lord has given us a manuscript to follow, his instructions, his guidelines. Take heed, man. This grace period is not a joke, and the Lord has been showing you a lot of examples of so-called prophets, teachers, whatever they want to put on themselves, you know, who's right and who's not, man. You know, so you know those that give you the names, break down the prophecies, and is about our Father's business. Okay, and about our Father's and his Son's business, which they have the same business. Okay, so just want to make that clear. And also want to say one thing too to you reprobates, you bug outs, and also you jakes that with a lot of false accusations, and you'll see why when this video plays. You reap what you sow, and you're going to pay for everything that you said, man. What did Yahweh Shai say? Every idle word thou shalt give an account thereof in the day of judgment. And it's a lot. It's one thing in particular that y'all say and that y'all will not repent from, and y'all continue to do, and y'all know it's false and it's not true. Okay, y'all know what it is, man. So I don't want to write this out, man. I hope and I pray that this lesson is edifying, uplifting, and informative to the truth of Sa'aki and Wa Akwaf. Shalom.
So the man behind me is Nobel Prize winner Daniel Gajusek. He's a virologist that won this prize due to his research in Papua New Guinea. Can you guess what he did? I'm gonna give y'all a second. You ready? Because it's worse than you're thinking, I guarantee it.
With 300 or 400 boys who had sex with me from 8 and 10 and 12, 100% have run into my bed, jumped in without my mentioning it, and asked for sex. I have never asked for it. I have never once taken a kid to my bed. They have come to my bed, and I am no one to kick them out. If they hug me and I find them playing with my I say, good on you, I play with theirs. And I'll do it now and with great pleasure.
What the fuck? And it gets worse, bro. So apparently he pleaded guilty to 2 counts of child abuse, right? Back when this had happened, and he was caught for this. And his sentencing was 9 months to a year and probation for 5 years, fam. It also said he was allowed to conduct fucking virus research overseas as soon as he's done with his sentencing. The charges were stemming from the allegations of sexual abuse from more than 50 boys. And then the FBI started fucking investigating him, and they found that video of him saying that crazy shit. And he got a fucking 9 month to a year sentence with 5 years probation. What? I wish I'd never fucking found this information, bro.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 15, verse 9. The way of the wicked is an abomination unto the Lord, But he that loveth him that follow after righteousness, call Holayim La, Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rekak, Quadash. Double honor to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Proverbs chapter 15 verse 9. The way of the wicked is an abomination unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, but he that loveth him, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, that followeth after righteousness. And we know damn well that the person and his nation, they don't follow after righteousness. They don't walk uprightly. They don't conduct themselves in a way that's acceptable and pleasing and delightful towards Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Their ways are filth, abominable, perverse, wicked, evil. Okay? Point blank period, man. You heard what was said on this video, and we're the only ones bringing out the truth. We're the only ones really exposing this man for who he truly is. We're the only ones standing boldly as lions that actually know the consequences of of our actions, which, you know, there really are no consequences because we have Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. We fear Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Okay? And he controls everything. Okay? But nobody else will point the finger at these people and say they the PEDOs. But they'll put that stain, that false accusation, that false claim, that false wicked saying on us, man. But won't really pinpoint and expose the people who's really about that, man. Okay, but let's continue, man. You know, I'm gonna let the Bible talk, man. Okay, because a lot of you Jakes, a lot of you Israelites that claim you in the truth, you're wicked, man. And you're gonna get judged for saying that GMS, okay, and the like-minded brothers do what these people do. Okay, so this is Romans chapter 1, verse 27 in the NLT. And the men, instead of having normal sexual relations with women, burned with lust for each other. Men did shameful things with other men. And as a result of this sin, they suffered within themselves the penalty they deserve. And the penalty you're going to get is what? Judgment, death, destruction, man. And furthermore, to do this to children, man. To literally go on camera and to say, because what does it say? Sirach 32, the wicked. Matter of fact, I don't want to butcher it, but it goes perfect with this lesson. Let's read that real quick. Salakia, Sirach 32, I believe it's 17. Sirach 32 verse 17. A sinful man will not be reproved, but findeth an excuse according to his will. And you heard what he said. Oh, I didn't tell them to do this. Oh, they jumped in my bed. They did this. They did that. Bullshit. Fucking bullshit, man. Okay? Bullshit. But yet again, Sirach 32 verse 17. A sinful man, you Edomites. Okay, the wicked. Okay, the man of sin. The first liar, okay, the first murderer, all that. A sinful man will not be reproved, but findeth an excuse according to his will. So these devils always, everybody in general, but especially these damn devils, everybody always points the finger at everybody else. But don't look in the mirror and condemn themselves, man. Or basically acknowledge that, they're just wicked as hell, man. Okay? Point blank period. So Romans 1 verse 27 in the NLT, and the men, instead of having normal sexual relations with women, because that's how the Lord made it. Man's supposed to be with woman, woman's supposed to be with man. And I've said it time and time again, and I'm going to keep on saying it. The only reason why these Edomites, these so-called self-proclaimed white peoples, Caucasians, the only reason why they indulge and have relations with women is to continue their legacy, to hopefully have a son. That is it. That is it. To continue their bloodline, man. But they really, really have pleasure, delight, and really are very passionate about what you just heard on the screen, man. Okay? Point blank period, man. They love the same gender. Okay? And that gender has to be in grade school, elementary. Okay? I probably even kindergarten. These people are sick. Demonic, man. But yet you Jakes is putting that false accusation on us, but yet not really showing forth who's really been fucking doing it, man. For years upon years, man. Decades upon decades, man. You niggas gonna get judged, man. Let's continue, man. You're gonna get judged for all your wickedness, man. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, and I'm going to start off at verse 32. For their vine is the vine of Sodom in the fields of Gomorrah. Their grapes are grapes of Gal, their clusters are bitter. And they have went above and beyond than Sodom and Gomorrah. They have took the customs of those ancient days and elevated it, man. Okay? They man, we only know a pinch, a smidget of what is going on. Just imagine what's going. What's like it's. I'm pissed. Just imagine in the kingdom how much informed we're going to be on what these people are actually doing, man. Just imagine, man, because we only know a small portion, a grain, the grain of a salt. Again, a pinch, smidget, a little. Just imagine what we're going to be informed and what's going to be revealed to us in the kingdom about these damn people, man. We are not going to take it easy on these devils. We are not going to cut them a break in the kingdom, man. When it's time for them to receive their final judgment, man. We're going to rejoice when they're finally executed off of the face of the fucking earth, man. Salaki, the earth. I'm pissed, man. Because this is disgusting, man. It's disgusting, man. Deuteronomy 32, verse 32. For their vine is the vine of Sodom, and the fields of Gomorrah, and everything about Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities that was around it was completely abominable, vile, wicked, okay, perverse, you know, profane, all these things, man. Unholy, man. Their grapes are the grapes of Gal, their clusters are bitter. Their wine is the poison of dragons and the cruel venom of asps, man. And this place, Babylon the Great, promotes all this stuff, man. You know, you can go to any corn hub that's controlled by the you-wish people and watch stuff like this, man. You know, you can go to certain states and have relations with horses, dogs, pigs, etc., man. You have stuff like this in Babylon, aka United States, and certain states where you can indulge in what I just said, man. Where it's justified as lawful. There's nothing wrong with it. And you stupid. You black, Hispanic, Native and Sindel Indian people. These are the people that you're fighting for? These are the people that you're talking about is going to have a piece of our pie in our kingdom, but yet we can't have... Oh my God, man. Let me continue, man. I'm really getting hot, man. I'm really getting hot. Let me just let's finish the lesson, man. Man. Judgment is way overdue, man. Way overdue, man. This is the book of Galatians, chapter 5, verse 19, and I'm gonna read this in the AMP. Now the practices of the sinful nature are clearly evident. Okay, and what does it say in Isaiah? Matter of fact, I'll just read it instead of speaking on it. What does it say in Isaiah chapter 3? What does it say? Isaiah chapter 3, verse 9. The shew of their countenance doth witness against them. So this is a witness against Edomites like him and this Edomite. And again, a sinful man will not be reproved, but findeth an excuse according to his will. Blame everybody. It's everybody else's fault besides my own. It's everybody else's fault. I was just minding my business. And, they came and played and tickled my balls and did this and did that. I got excited. But it's everybody else's fault. And this dude didn't even go to jail. He should have been put to death. Okay? Put to death. He got 5 years probation, man. Psalm 73, man. They are not in trouble as other men. Come on, man. And these are the people that you want to save, man. This dude looked like a regular dude at your job, man. A regular Edomite in a cubicle on a computer. This looked like a dude that's an accountant. This looked like a dude that's teaching your kids in elementary school, middle school, and high school, man. What the fuck, man? Come on, man. This is hell, man. This is fucking hell, man. This is a dude driving a school bus, man. The show of their countenance doth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not, because it's uplifted, it's pedestalized, it's elevated here. There's nothing wrong with it. Be whatever you want to be. Be free. That's the motto here, man. And that's why this place must be burnt with fire, man. That's why this place must be judged, man. Galatians chapter 5 verse 19 in the AMP. Now the practices of sinful nature are clearly evident. The sexual immorality. Now what does sexual immorality mean? Let's look that up real quick. Sexual immorality refers to any sexual behavior that is considered illicit or goes against established moral or religious standards. And that's completely Esau's MO. He has to be contrary and against the natural and correct order of life in general. Period, man. Goodness gracious, man. Let's just continue, man. Because I'll go for an hour, man. That's how pissed I am right now. Galatians 5 verse 19, continuing on in the AMP. They are sexual immorality, impurity. Now what's impurity? Because this all describes him, man. Impurity, what does that mean? Adulteration, contamination. Okay, because everything about this man is contamination, corrupted, perverse. That's all he pushes and advertises. Sensuality. What is sensuality? Okay, so we can have a thorough understanding. Sensuality, the enjoyment, expression, or pursuit of physical, especially sexual pleasure. Now, what did I state? This is his sexual pleasure, to have the same gender, but to have that gender be in grade school, be in middle school. That gender cannot be the same age as him or a little bit under. No, that gender still has to have breast milk on his lip. That gender still has to have a parental supervision. Okay? A minor, to make it clear. Total irresponsibility, lack of self-control, man. Let's describe this man to a T. So all these things that he does is evil, is wicked. That's all he's about. So what does that mean for these devils, man? Look, man, you reap what you sow. So what does that mean? Because everything that they do is evil, wicked, perverse, abominable, vile, filthy, man. So what does that mean, man? Let's let the Bible talk. How about that? Let's see what the Bible has to say about that. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 17, verse 13. Whoso rewardeth evil for good, because as we know, Isaiah 5 and 20, woe to them that devise evil for good and good for evil. So everything, again, is upside down for this devil. This devil is the negative, we're the positive. Okay? Whoso rewardeth evil for good, evil shall not depart from his house. So they got judgment and in a hellish condition that is overdue. So there's no, you cannot save these people, man. And you Israelites, or better yet, you black people, you Hispanics and Dominicans, and I know black papi, I Puerto Rican, I Dominican. Okay, you Native and Sindhu Indians, you Mexicans. Okay, you're gonna perish with this damn devil. You want to fight so hard for him, man. Okay, because that judgment is overdue, man. Let's close out. Let's close out. Let's go to Hebrews. Hebrews chapter 12. Y'all know what I'm going to. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16. That's what I need. Let me see. Salakia. Lest there be any fornicator, Hebrews 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. So, fornicator. Let's see what fornicator does so we can have a thorough understanding of this lesson. Okay, fornicator. The biblical usage. Here's the definition that we need for this lesson. A man who indulges in unlawful, okay, a man or a beast, a savage, the devil, okay, a man who indulges in unlawful sexual intercourse, a fornicator. Self-explanatory. Okay, now let's see profane person, G952. Okay, G952, profane person. It says profane. And here's the one that we need. Of men ungodly. Of men ungodly. Wicked. Heathenish. Okay? Self-explanatory. Now let me see, bro. I never tried to look at a different translation on this. Let me see. So I might just leave it right here. This is Hebrews 12, verse 16 in the AMP. And see to it that no one is immoral or godless like Esau. Immoral. Immoral, unethical, not conforming to accepted standards or morality. Not conforming to accepted standards or morality. And that's him to a T, man. Godless. Okay, well there you got it. Damn. Not recognizing or obeying the Most High. Not recognizing or obeying the Most High, man. Self-explanatory too, man. Straight to the point, man. So, hey, man, look, man. Abanawa Ratazaz, the prophets of Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai, we're going to continue to expose this devil. We're going to continue to do what the Lord has set us up and ordained us to do. Ain't going to be no cut cards. We ain't going to take it easy. We ain't gonna be scared to speak, and we're gonna do as we're instructed by Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So I don't want to wrap this up, man. I hope and I pray that this is edifying, uplifting, and informative to the true, sincere Aki and Akwaf. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.